Hi, I'm Harry Forbes with ARC Advisory Group at the 2015 ARC Orlando Forum. I'm here with Todd Landry, Corporate Vice President of JMA Wireless. Todd, welcome to the forum. It's nice to have you here.
Harry, it's great to be at the conference this week.
This is their first time here, and a lot of our industrial audience is not familiar with JMA Wireless. It's hard for us to keep track of all the companies in the wireless business. Can you tell us a little bit about the kind of customers and applications and services you have?
Absolutely, Harry, yeah. In fact, when people see the word wireless in our name, one of the most common things they think is Wi-Fi, and we're really more focused on what we know as a cellular industry. So, our customers are those who have buildings, facilities, areas that you cannot get signal on your cell phone when you're trying to use cellular. And as we know, the industry is moving heavily towards a lot of cellular data use. So what we're really focused on is a number of different vertical industries where we put systems inside those buildings to create private cells within those facilities and enabling and assuring that you can deliver cell phone technology or cell phone services for both data and voice within those facilities.
We've had a lot of focus and discussion this week at the Orlando Forum on the Internet of Things and how that will rattle into the industrial world. How does it impact the kind of customers that you serve?
Well, and we've been looking at IoT and machine-to-machine stuff for some time. It's one of the reasons we've taken such an interest in your forum and this particular industry. What's really we see happening is an influx of arguably some 50 million new IoT-type devices, and a lot of them are going to be in industry like this, where a lot of the controllers within automation all have embedded cellular modem technology. Now, as a result of that, this communications layer, really defined in the enablement model by ARC advisors themselves, illustrates that there's a communication layer needed to make sure that IoT can work well. Without that communication layer, we have a bit of a problem. So our focus is on making sure that wireless communications infrastructure can be secure, can be always available and reliable within inside of a plant or facility that is dependent on that kind of communication layer for this new IoT initiative.
Okay, but we certainly agree that that's vital. Can you give us a little more insight into what differentiates JMA Wireless in terms of why you're able to serve the kind of customers that you serve?
Well, and the background of JMA Wireless is focused on engineering really high-quality signals and technologies that are really resilient to difficult environments. You'll find us installed on most of the towers in a lot of the macro networks for cellular mobile providers like a Verizon or an AT&T, and as a result of that, we've designed systems that are really resilient to environments that equipment has to maintain connectivity. And well, when I go into an environment like a chemical factory, I have a lot of interesting conditions inside those environments. So we can really engineer the system to be resilient and reliable in a factory-oriented environment. Now, when it comes to cellular technology or wireless technology in general, signal is everything. So you'll hear this from a lot of your guys who build controllers with these cellular modems in. Their roadblock is really the signal. So what we do and what we're experts at is ensuring that over existing fiber optics within a facility, we can bring the highest quality signal to the right locations within that facility to ensure that those machines always have access to the intelligence they need across those controllers, those video observation devices and things like that within the factory.
Can you give me some illustrations, maybe, or some proof points, some installations that you have that would showcase that capability, or some proof points for that?
Absolutely. Well, in this particular industry, we're installed today in automated distribution facilities like Apple's distribution facility in California. We're installed in Hyundai's automobile plant in Alabama. We're installed in food processing plants. We're also installed in many other industries that people would well know. We're very popular in the NFL, so we're in stadiums like the 49ers Stadium and the Philadelphia Eagles Stadium. We're installed inside of World Trade Center. So many popular environments that you're often in, which include hotels, healthcare facilities where it's critical for doctors and nurses to have mobile access, As I mentioned, hotels where people want connectivity, it's the end user experience. Very different than the industrial segment, but the same core technology and the same issues apply. It's mostly humans connected there. As we turn to the industrial sector, though, it's a combination of humans because all of this automation, it turns to delivering information over mobile devices, tablets and smartphones. And then the devices end up with mobile connectivity. So we're really kind of bridging those gaps within the industrial sector, and that's where we really like to focus on here.
Okay, it sounds like your customer base is much outside of the industrial space, and now you're moving into industry. Can you give us a little more background on what your industrial segment strategy is?
So in the industrial segment, the strategy is really to begin working with, one, those integrators who are looking at industrial areas to define solutions in there, and are looking at the stack of everything they need to have in the industrial application to make sure that not only the applications are there, but that communications layer is there. And we're working on building those relationships. We will work directly with large-scale, end-user plant operations folks, IT organizations. And if you look at many guys who are doing the designs for the factory, there's an assumption or a dependency on ensuring that the networking infrastructure is there, that it exists. So there's this relationship between those guys and the guys who operate the plant or employ the IT and networking technology. We kind of fit in and come in where they want to make sure that that network layer is truly solid, especially when we go to wireless, and engage with those organizations to make sure that we can collectively build an ecosystem in these factories that absolutely works and is highly secure and designed to be reliable.
Well, thanks. That sounds very interesting, I think, to the kind of industrial customers and people that are here at the forum, and I'm sure they'll be interested to hear more about how you serve and will continue to serve this segment. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Harry. Pleasure to be here.
This is Harry Forbes from ARC Advisory Group. I'm here at the 2015 ARC Orlando Forum with Todd Landry, Vice President of JMA Wireless. Thank you.